guys, welcome back to Hood Alchemy Podcast. I'm Ja.
I'm Magenta.
And so today we're going to talk about, well actually, before we get into the topic, let's just check in, speak about how you've been doing so far this week, how you feel about the first episode coming out. And that episode was recorded like months ago, like 3 months ago, and I just saw it on my laptop and I was like, you know what, why not? I put a lot of work and edited it, so I'm just gonna put it out. Shit.
Yeah, because we recorded that like in the summer. It's cold as fuck in New York right now.
It's so cold in New York. It's actually annoying.
It's annoying and it's
but
sad.
We struggling through it. We really is.
Every year we be like saying the same shit.
We're struggling through it. How was work? How's everything going? How's life since we put out that? Well, how was life prior to putting out the episode? Since the episode was 3 months. Like any updates? What's going on?
Like before the episode or
after?
Oh, after?
The episode was like in the summer.
After, I feel like life kind of has been like the same. Honestly, like the only thing that really changed was the seasons. And like, I mean, things have changed like naturally, but I do think that life has kind of like took a different route, but I don't know how to explain. Like, it's just go through like the ups and downs in life, but I've been working, school.
Well, how was life prior to putting out the episode? Since the episode was 3 months. Like any updates? What's going
on? Like before the episode or after? Oh, after?
The episode was like in the summer.
After, I feel like life kind of has been like the same. Honestly, like the only thing that really changed was the seasons. And like, I mean, things have changed like naturally, but I do think that life has kind of like took a different route, but I don't know how to explain. Like, it's just go through like the ups and downs in life, but I've been working, school, like, I don't know. But life has been chill. Like, it's been crazy. I'm even gonna say chill. Like, I've been chilling, but life's been crazy at the same time. I'm just gonna say that because I'm not gonna go into details.
For me, after that, I took a trip, my first trip ever alone. It was great. I enjoyed every second of it. I would love to do another solo trip. That was like something I needed. I had so much fun this summer. I had a very eventful summer, actually. And I'm back at work, and things is changing like within me.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Ever since that episode, a lot of things have changed just inside of me. I don't even resonate with that girl on that video, y'all. And that was only 3 months ago, so that just tells you how much life has changed. And that's what we're going to get into with this episode. This episode, we're going to talk about pivoting and just like, changing your life for the better. And what could you do to really take those steps into pivoting. So prior to this episode, we had a conversation on the phone that was I think we should talk about it. Like, we should discuss that conversation, because I feel like the conversations we have could resonate with a lot of people. So, hold on, let me make sure. So yeah, we had a conversation on the phone that was basically just about like how to speak life into yourself and how to take those steps into pivoting. So we're going to talk about that really. And right now, both of us are not in that season of pivoting, but we have that thought of like, what can we do to change our lives on our mind? However, this is just basically an episode of our testimony. Like, this is the beginning, so you guys are going to see it play out, and you're going to be able to be witnesses to like our progression and just how life will change for us.
Yeah, I agree, because with this, I feel like y'all going to be able to see the transition, and more so like really just get to see like our progress and like, what we talk about as far as like this conversation. because I think it's needed and stuff. And then y'all get to see like our growth as women, like because our first episode was really growing into the women we want to be, but talking about like the things we learned from 2020 that transpired to us today. So y'all get to really like witness, like okay, like y'all talk about pivoting, but cool, y'all put in the actions too. You get to see like actively like y'all pivoting, you know, and for the better. So
so let's get into the first part of it, but let's talk about that conversation and just talk about how it's like how we established that the first step into pivoting is literally talking life into yourself. We were talking, and you know, my girl, she's the girl. She has a habit of like holding things off. It's a very Pisces way of living life. Like I'm gonna let things flow. Like I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just gonna let things flow to me. And she has a habit of like saying things like I'm gonna wait, or I'm gonna just wait until this can happen. I'm gonna wait until I can do this, and I'm gonna just hold off this until this is better, or until I got this, and, you know. So I was telling her like, look, you can keep waiting, or you can keep saying you're gonna wait, and then you're gonna look back on life and realize all you did your whole life was wait.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to let her know, like, look, even if your plan is to wait, try to speak life into your plans as if it's more than just waiting. When you're waiting, you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
There is nothing to be done during the waiting period. So if you're waiting, that means you're doing nothing.
Yeah. And
you're not taking those steps to truly see
like progress.
Yeah, like you can't be waiting. There is no waiting. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not.
Yeah, because life don't wait for you.
Yeah, life doesn't wait for you. So you can continue to wait, and then
lifetime.
Yeah,
nobody waits for you.
Nothing. Life keeps going. Regardless of what you got going on, life will still keep going.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Like, you can go through the worst shit in life, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yep.
Life's gonna keep going. Your job don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. So at the end of the day, life is not a waiting game. You can spend your whole life waiting and then be disappointed at 50, or you can take those steps now. And possibly these steps could be like waiting. Like, basically, you're not in your moment. You're not really in your element. But in the same breath, you're taking those steps to be there.
Yeah, I feel like I've been saying I've been waiting. I'm going to wait for, like, literally since 2020. I think, like, just the whole ordeal of, like, me going through a lot of shit around that time really, like, set me back mentally about, like, how I feel about myself, my confidence. Like, it's deeper than just, I'm going through life, I can get back. It was, like, I was really, like, taking it all in. And I think I just utilized, like, made excuses for, just, like, my business, like, my herbal business especially, and just, like, making excuses for, because thinking back when I first started my business, I didn't even make excuses. I just did it.
Exactly.
And it grew naturally as I took constructive criticism, as I took, just like lessons that come with the business and stuff. Like, I just naturally grew. And I think I just got into a habit of, like, being like, okay, I'm gonna, like, divine timing, but realizing that divine timing can still be when you still doing stuff. Like, it don't have to be on your time. It could still be, like, you still doing stuff, but divine timing is gonna come with that.
Exactly.
The doing,
Like, not saying that when you put in these steps, like, everything's gonna quickly change, or you're gonna just quickly pivot. But I was also telling her that pivot just means something changed drastically. Or change quickly. So pivoting doesn't have to be like you move somewhere and it's just you change your whole life within a whole year, which it could be that. But pivoting can mean just you change how you look, you change how you eat, you change how you live, you change where you live, you change something drastically and quickly. It don't have to be something huge, but something in your life changes drastically and quickly.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like you completely become a billionaire by the end of this year.
But after being broke, like,
exactly, But how about this? You learn how to save $10,000 by the end of this year. You're $10,000 richer than you was at the beginning of the year. That's pivoting to me.
Yeah.
That's drastic. That's drastic change. You went from not saving at all to saving $10,000. That's pivoting. So the first step to pivoting is speak life into your plans. Really come up with an idea of like what you're gonna do. Can you plan out everything? No. but make an idea of like what do you want to pursue and what do you want to put energy into. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying this like I don't have my faults. Like I feel like for me, I kind of I hold off stuff for money. Like I'm a very much like, look, if it ain't making me no money, it's gonna stop. Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, I end up doing things that I don't want to do for money because I'm so big on security. I would rather have money than be comfortable doing what I love. Mm-hmm. So I'm learning that I can do both, you know?
Yeah.
So in this time, what I'm learning is you have to learn how to be multifaceted.
Yeah, balance.
Yeah, like you can be so many things at once. I'm learning that because I am the career field that I'm in, I don't have to just strictly be that. Mm. Or you're in your career field, you don't strictly have to do that. You have to make time for the things that you love. And you have to learn that you are a human being who possesses duality, and there's so much more to you than just one thing. And you can pursue it all. You're not stuck in one field of life. You can change your mind. Mm. And you can do so many things at once. So I'm learning that pursue everything.
I just think it's so crazy because like now that you say that, like I think a lot of creators go through this. Like they're so multifaceted that like it could be hard to also like push through everything you want to do. Because you know, like they say, like a jack of all trades can't master like everything, but it's like you can master everything as long as you put in the effort and the time and focus into it. But
you're not gonna master everything.
Yeah, you're not gonna master everything, but you can have the confidence to speak about it and pursue it, you know. And it's just so interesting. Like I think like we're both like in career fields where like we're not around people like that. Mm-hmm. Whereas like you see like these people that really stick to just this one thing. Yeah. And they're older, so it's like you kind of see it and you're like, okay, if they love it, I love it for them. But you just see as a creator, it's like a division because you see that they can't really relate to that multifaceted. They're just like, well, you got to focus on just one thing.
Always make it seem as if like the money is good, right? Like you get benefits. What more do you want?
I hate hearing that shit, bro.
Exactly. Like, do y'all not realize that when y'all like the people I work with is like 50, 55, 45, like the time when y'all were coming up. It ain't like that no more.
Nah. It probably was a great time.
For them, yeah. But probably. It ain't like that for us no more. So, yes, you can stay consistent and just having benefits and having a decent paid job. I don't want a decent paid job. I want a job where I can actually live. Right. And this job is not enough. Yeah. Like, the job I work at, you're not seeing money until you're 10 years in. Yeah. You're not seeing real money until you're 10 years in.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm not dedicating 10 years of my life to this shit. Mm-hmm. And it be my only, no
source of income.
Yeah, like, no, I'm gonna go outside this source and find some other shit. And I'm a creative. I paint. I do other shit. Mm-hmm. This is not my only thing I do. You don't have to settle in this lifetime. You can do everything. Yeah. And that's our second thing that we were just trying to point out. And again, like I said in the beginning, you guys are witnessing our testimony. We're just giving you advice that we're not even giving you advice. We're telling you what we're about to do. Yeah. And maybe it works. And if it don't, then we still going to be doing the same shit. So, like, y'all just going to see us.
Like, live our lives for real. Yeah. Like, really live in our truth. And not just, like, live within other people's, whatever, perceptions or whatever. Like, I think that's, important.
Exactly. So, the third thing we're going to do at Where to Pivot is really take ourselves seriously. We literally came to the conclusion that we lazy. Yeah. Some laziness here.
Oopsie. Like, I know y'all can relate.
I be tired. Like, I got 3 kids, for real. Like, I be so tired after work.
That's a fact.
And the time I do have, which is my little 2 days, it's like...
That still don't be fun enough.
I gotta sleep. I'm trying to catch up on sleep. Like, that's the truth. Like, and... I don't want to do anything else. I can see how people get comfortable with the bare minimum in life because it's just like putting forth that extra energy requires you to literally be disciplined and dedicated.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice.
And if you're not making that sacrifice, you're gonna be stuck. Everybody I know that I look up to, every like musician or artist that I look up to and literally follow their lives, they all worked hard.
Yeah.
They didn't sleep. Some of my favorite artists literally would stay up for days. So
I be thinking about that. I
yeah,
eating my food, watching a video. I'm like,
staying up for days. But now I'm like, do I gotta sacrifice my well-being? No. Like, could I like put forth like, okay, I know I'm get off work at like this time. Let me dedicate 2 hours to what I love and then take a nap.
Yeah.
2 hours is not gonna hurt. 2 hours, I'm just gonna dedicate 2 hours and I'm gonna take a nap. Like, just if you want something bad enough, you're gonna put forth the effort.
You're gonna put the effort naturally.
Exactly.
And I think like in the beginning it's hard because it's so out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think once you create that momentum and you remain inspired and motivated, it's almost like it just falls into place.
Yeah.
It's worth you. Like even if you say, all right, for this whole month,
I'm just gonna commit.
I'm gonna just commit.
I feel like
that can change.
I've noticed like recently, I go to the gym. I used to go to the gym every day. Mm-hmm. Well, 5 days out the week, and I haven't went to the gym recently for a week, and I could feel the difference in just my life, my well-being, how I think, how I move. Like everything is falling apart. like
it's like because you lost, like you didn't lose it, but you're seeing like how like the lack of energy.
Yes, because it's like it's getting colder outside, it's getting darker quicker, and the gym was something that just was a pick me up. Like after I went to the gym, I was able to paint. I was able to come back here, clean up, shoot some shit, like do some content, and record some videos. So I had it like when you go to the gym and you work out, it just releases these hormones in you that's like almost equivalent to caffeine.
Yeah,
you get so much fucking energy, and I had so much fucking energy after the gym. Mm-hmm. And ever since I haven't been to the gym, it's like the energy is lost, girl.
Really?
Yeah, the gym really like I haven't had energy since I stopped going to the gym. And it's only been 1 week. Literally, it's going on 2 weeks next week. Mm-hmm. So I plan on going back, but 1 week.
Yeah, I think seasonal depression do affect your energy level, like especially the winter.
Yeah, if you're not putting like I feel like during that time you really need to be in the gym, taking your vitamins. Like you gotta stay consistent on your routines, and that's what we're basically saying. Like you have to create a habit for yourself to not fall deep into your laziness. Mm-hmm. Do the work.
I'm excited to do the work because I've been so like. If y'all hear me sniff, I got a little congested.
Like, be secure in whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're not secure in it or you're not confident in it, nobody else is going to be confident in it.
Yeah.
And nobody else is going to,
like, support you in a way.
You have to be confident in it. And, like, that's something that I'm also learning. Like, right now, I've been painting for years. Like, and for me, I think I quit after a certain point. Like, all right, nobody's paying attention to this shit. Nobody trying to put me in the art shows. Nobody is like taking me seriously and seeing my growth and seeing all the effort I've put in and shit. Nobody's seeing all the paint that I've, bought that's more expensive than any paint I've ever bought. And like, nobody's seeing how big my canvases got from, like, I'm just like seeing everything that I'm putting forth. Like all this energy and all this money and all this time that I'm putting forth and nothing's happening. Mm-hmm. After a while, you can just be like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But you cannot lose sight of why you do it. Be very confident and be very, like, for sure about the shit you're doing,
Yeah. And don't give up. If you genuinely love it, I think, like don't just, like, I think just keep doing it. Like, because, like you said, I remember you said, like, oh, I'm going to be, my page is going to be where, like you said on Instagram now, we see, like, early 2000 paintings and early 2000, like video vixens and just the style. And I think you remember you was like, this going to come out when I'm, like, I'm going to be that artist that people are looking into and stuff. And,
True.
Even though I don't think it's going to take that long, but I could see, like, why you think that too. Yeah. Because sometimes people don't appreciate things until
it's too late.
It's too late, or it goes over their head and they're like, wow, I slept on this artist. Yeah.
Like, we should have been, this motherfucker should have been on.
Yeah. So,
like, and I think we should also just give a point of view of, like, what is pivoting for us? Like, what do you think that is going to come from pivoting for yourself? Like, give a personal, in-depth, not telling your future, but just kind of like talk about what this means for you. Like, manifest it. Just speak life right now to yourself.
Well, I think for me, like, pivoting is going to come with, like, genuine support. Because when I was, like, deep in my business, like, people were genuinely supporting me. Like, even when I was doing vendors and stuff, like, people was showing up. And I'm like, I would never thought that you would go out your way to come buy my stuff, you know? So it's just like, I think now that I got a better, like, perspective on what it is to, like, obtain a business and how a lack of consistency could push people away from not really, like, supporting you. And not saying that they don't fuck with you, but, you know, like, naturally, we don't see people on our page as often. We're not going to remember them. We're not going to acknowledge them because they're not putting stuff out to be acknowledged, you know? So it's nothing personal for me because I have my own reason behind it, whatever. But I do think that pivoting for me is going to come with better, like, a better me. Like a better opportunities, better communication, better business, more professional, more just like magenta for real. Like the older, not the older, but the grown woman of me. Like that growing feminine energy that I want to execute and stuff. Because I do a lot of like personal work, but I don't like show it. And I think that's like me pivoting is gonna really come with like a better opportunities for me to really grow and to just be in spaces that I feel connected. That in itself lets me know like I still got the juice. I just gotta, you know, make the blend the juice, you know, put it together. I got the ingredients. I'm the source of what I want to execute. Exactly. You know, you are that source. So I think now I'm just excited to come out of my comfort zone and pivot with small change, like you said, like, because for me, I thought pivoting was more so like pivoting is making big changes, but I'm thinking like big changes and big results.
Pivoting means completely change the way in which one does something. That's literally it. Don't think too much into it like, oh, I need to move to fucking Texas or move to Europe and cut off all my friends and cut off all my hair. Literally just drastically change how you do stuff and you're pivoting. Like, it's that simple. Like, I think people think too hard into the word and they think, oh, when they hear pivoting, they think, oh, I just changed my life completely. No, you just change the way you do things. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, or like unhealthy habits that you realize it's stagnating you. You're just like, all right, let me get up. Like, let me just get out of my comfort zone. And but what about you? Like, what do you think that pivoting, like, what do you think is going to come
with my pivoting?
With your pivoting?
So the first thing I've noticed is that I've gotten this new body that's like, you know, I've been getting thicker and thicker as the years go on. And it's been a very uncomfortable situation for me because it's just like I've been learning how to be comfortable within this body. And I work out. I don't eat that bad, but for some odd reason, the body just keeps getting thicker and thicker. So I'm learning to embrace it. And that's my first thing, like being confident within my sexiness. Like, the episode was basically just us manifesting. Yeah. Literally, this is the beginning of our chapter. This is y'all witnessing us from one chapter to the next. And we have something we can say it. Don't say it. Because I can see you already trying to say, we have something coming up. And it's going to be so cute. And so, like, I'm too excited for y'all to come along for this because, we're going to make it a whole thing. Just know Hood Alchemy, we going places.
We expanding.
Oh, we expanding now, right? So, yeah, we're gonna the next episode, y'all gonna love it for sure. That next episode is gonna just,
I think it's going to like really just show us more in that element. Basically, do pivot. Like, don't wait. That waiting period, because time will go on. We're getting older. We're in our late 20s. Like,
look, y'all, just wait and see how everything play out. Literally. Yeah. Wait and see how every episode play out. Wait and see what happens. Like, be here with us for this journey because this is serious. Yeah. Like, I think I honestly feel like this is the most serious we've ever been.
mentally too.
Mentally. And just like we've been consistent. Y'all don't understand. Every weekend, damn near, we only missed one weekend where we did not create content.
Yep.
Every weekend we have been creating content.
Yep.
Every weekend. We missed one weekend. Every day since we said we were going to create content, we've been trying to put forth that effort to create content. She came straight from work. That is not
straight
from
work. I'm tired. I got work tomorrow.
So yeah, we're dead. We're very dead serious. Like it's not a joke. Like this is the most serious we've been in since I met the girl.
No, for real. And this is like right before the new year. I think that's a healthy way to transition. That way, when the new year come in and we, it won't be such a like New Year's resolution. It can just something that we just naturally
already created the habit.
Right. Exactly.
So, just see how our journey play out and come back every episode to see what else we got for y'all. And come back next episode for sure.
Yes, tune in.
Next episode.
Y'all gonna love it.
Yeah, next episode we're gonna talk about friendship. We should talk about friendship. And we're gonna have a special guest, someone that I love so dearly. And she's gonna give a perspective that we definitely need.
Yeah, especially like from the outside looking in.
And just like fire sign.
Yeah, she's a fire sign.
So she's gonna give that fire sign energy and just that pizzazz that we need within the podcast.
Yeah.
So come back next episode and just
stay tuned.
See y'all.
Bye.